guys, it's your girl Ayn and you're watching Sunkissed Somewhere. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're an old subscriber, welcome back. My name is Ayn Bernos and I do videos on travel, lifestyle, and confidence 3 times a week, every single week, or when I can. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about my February favorites, although I do have some stuff from January because I miss January, so I'm just going to talk about all my favorites right now. Shall we begin? We shall. Okay, so first things first, just to manage your expectations, I haven't been shopping at all in the last 2 months. So I'm not going to be talking about beauty or fashion. So if that's what you're looking for, it's not here. What we do have, I have a list here, obviously, because it's me. Lists, classic. Eating, classic. But what we do have are books, TV shows, movies, documentaries, other stuff that I've been busying myself with in the last 2 months. First off, I want to begin with books because I've been reading a lot, especially ever since I moved to Spain and I got my Kobo, my e-reader. I've had so much time to read because of, number one, my commute to work, which is an hour to work and then an hour from work, so that's 2 hours a day that I can just read. Anyway, the first one is the Throne of Glass series. I finished the entire 8-book series in a span of a month, I think. I was doing like 2 books a week. It was really nice. Like, I absolutely loved it. Of course, it does have its flaws and whatever. All books have their flaws. It's not for everyone, but absolutely loved it. Spoiler alert, it's about an assassin. It starts out being about an assassin. The story revolves around her and the people around her and how she goes from assassin to king's champion to assassin again, and then princess, fae, and then all of a sudden queen. I just love a good story, and if a book can make me turn the pages really fast, then that's a good book to me. Another book that I just started is Crazy Rich Asians. I have watched the movie twice in the cinema. I love Asian representation in Hollywood, of course, and my friend Janica had recommended that I actually read the book because the movie left out so much of it, so many details, yada yada yada, and so I did, and it was amazing because you get to go into these characters much deeper and you actually get to know them, especially Astrid and all of these other side characters. You see how the family tree really is and how crazy the culture is of high society. So it's very interesting. It's very not my world. It might as well be fantasy to me. So I suggest that if you enjoy the movie, you should definitely read the book as well. I'm not someone who reads books after they watch movies, but this one, it was really good. Like, when I started reading it, like from the very beginning, boom, I was like, okay, I definitely don't know this part and I definitely want to read this. The next one that I want to talk about is my Moleskine planner, which is an absolute delight. I had the exact same one last year. Okay, not exact same one, because last year I had a pink one, now I have a red one, and this was a gift from Garage. Moleskine as a brand has become some sort of staple to me. At one point in my life I couldn't afford it, but now it's just, the quality is amazing. Writing wise, I can write on both pages without having the worry of, you know, when notebooks do this and it's annoying. Moleskine doesn't do that. The quality of the paper, just the anyway, I can't explain it. I have no words for it. I'm sorry. Also, I have a Moleskine journal, which I think you've seen in some vlogs. It's black and it has a soft cover. I like that too. So I'm just a fan of the brand. I totally understand why it's such an iconic notebook brand, and I don't think I will ever switch again. For a notebook hoarder, that's a lot. You know, that's a big compliment from me. Apps. Okay, I think I've mentioned this before, but I recently got back to using Monify. It's an app that tracks your finances, and I've been using it for like the entirety of February, and It's helped me so much because I was able to pinpoint exactly where I was overspending. Guess what? Surprise, food. I've been overspending on food. And again, before you say anything, I know I'm not skinny, okay? And also I'm wearing a coat, so let's just not comment on other people's weight, okay? Feelings get hurt. Because they used to eat. Okay, now for the movies. I've been really into British monarchy the last month. I don't know what fascinates me about it exactly. I think it's just because it's not something that I was really introduced to as a child, or back in history class we did learn about Henry VIII and other British monarchs, but it was not something that I fully gave my attention to, just because I was not that interested as a child and it wasn't relevant to me. Okay, it all started with The Young Victoria on Netflix. It's not a new movie, so some of you guys might have already watched it, and I think some of you guys are also recommended it to me. I just found it very interesting. So after The Young Victoria, I watched The Other Boleyn Girl, which is about Anne Boleyn and Mary Boleyn. Anne, the wife of Henry VIII, who was famous for being the one who was and also the one who forced him into separating from the Catholic Church, yada yada yada. After I got into those movies, I started binge watching more British monarchy stuff. I started watching this documentary called Great British Castles, and basically each episode they focus on one castle in England and its history. It goes through the monarchs who have lived there, the great events in history, etc. The latest one that I watched was episode 2, which is the Tower of London. I can't believe I was in London for 2 months in 2016 and I've never set foot at the Tower of London. It's just, see, those kinds of things that, like, why did I miss out? It's because I didn't know about it. So now I want to know about stuff like that. You know, I'm doing better research about the places that I go to, so in the future, if I have the opportunity to travel there, then I would know and I would appreciate it more. Now, speaking of Netflix, The Umbrella Academy. I watched it last weekend and I finished everything within the same day. I really loved how the characters were written and how they were portrayed. It's definitely an easy binge because it took me 1 day to finish everything. To be fair, it took me 10 hours, but still, for me, that's an easy binge because I can go on for weeks and weeks just watching the same show. If you're the kind of binge watcher who would love a good story but you don't have that much time, you can easily sit down one weekend and finish everything and you'll be satisfied. Anyway, so basically that's it for my February and January favorites. If you guys have any recommendations for me, definitely let me know in the comments below, and if you have any recommendations or suggestions or requests for videos, let me know as well. I absolutely missed sitting down and filming for you guys and just being able to upload content on YouTube. This is something that really makes me happy. It's just that when I'm not my this self, I don't like immortalizing the sadness on social media. It's just not my style. I don't do feelings, okay? I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope to see you guys soon. I'm going back to eating more of my popcorn. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye! Stay confident.